Welcome to a short preview of this Screencasts Online video tutorial. We've covered Dropbox in the past, but this week I thought I'd cover syncing on Dropbox, as well as taking a look at the new Smart Sync for professional and business users. With the basic free version of Dropbox, syncing isn't usually an issue, as most people can spare up to 2 GB free on their local machine. However, with the Plus and Professional levels, you can store up to 1 TB of data in Dropbox, so it can be a challenge to manage Dropbox on a machine with limited storage. Now, Dropbox allows you to manage this in 2 ways. Firstly, with selective syncing, and then with the Professional version, the new Smart Sync. So let's take a look at selective syncing first. So I've already downloaded and installed Dropbox, and I've set myself up with a demo free account. And as I mentioned in the introduction, a free account gives you up to 2 GB of space. And for most people, you can sync your entire Dropbox folder on the free account. As you can see down here, I've got 26 GB available on this MacBook Pro. So I can sync the entire Dropbox collection of data on this Mac quite easily. But it might be you're struggling with space. You might want just to keep several folders or several files, not everything on your local Mac. And the way you would do that would be to go up here into Dropbox itself, go to here, say Preferences, and under Sync, this is where we can switch on selective syncing. That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit ScreenCastsOnline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.